Our friend Congressman Jim Jordan had some people approach him. And just as I bring him in, I want to remind everybody, I want to make sure everybody remembers here, the FBI's been on camera several times talking about the dangers of white nationalism and white supremacy and all these things, all these people you've never seen or met. But trust me, they're here somewhere, lurking just underneath the surface, almost like they're gearing up for something. Joining me now, the congressman from the great state of Ohio, Jim Jordan. Congressman, okay, who came to you? I know you can't tell us who they are, but what did they say?
Well, actually, we can tell you the whistleblowers, but we can tell you what they told us now. The same individual at the FBI that Senator Grassley references in his letter, this guy, Timothy Tebalt, who was involved in suppressing verifiable information that would confirm what we all suspected and knew about the Hunter Biden situation, the laptop situation in the fall of 2020. That same individual is the one pressuring FBI agents, whistleblowers that come to us, pressuring them to juice up the numbers on this domestic terrorism threat. So the same, which I think is interesting and also scary at the same time. The other, I think, key point, Jesse, is you got to take this all in context. This is the same FBI who 6 years ago spied on President Trump's campaign. This is the same FBI who we found out 8 months ago was targeting parents at school board meetings, treating them, using the Patriot Act, going after them as the, quote, domestic terrorist. So all that in context. And then the final point is we now are developing, it seems like, a well-worn trail from FBI whistleblowers coming to Republicans on the Judiciary Committee telling us all the things that are going. We've had over a dozen come to us on this issue, on the school board issue, and other issues, which is, God bless the good agents who are doing the great work, the vast majority of them, but it tells you what's happening at the top of the Justice Department and why it's so dangerous.
I will tell you that is extremely encouraging to me, and I know it'll be encouraging to others to know we still do have some real patriots in that building trying to save it. And to use the word you just used, context, Congressman, how am I supposed to take everything you just laid out, from the Trump investigation to the school board to all this? How am I supposed to take this as anything other than the FBI has now turned into a weaponized arm of the Democratic Party? If it has, Congressman, how is that salvageable? They have the power to destroy anyone's life. They could get you if they wanted. It doesn't have to be real. These people have that kind of power.
No, it's truly frightening. Let's hope the American people give us a chance to be in the majority. There's some things I think we can do to get the truth out there, to potentially look at the appropriations process that can have some impact. But let's be honest. Until we get a new president and they can put someone in charge of the Justice Department who's going to do things the right way and have it equal treatment under the law and follow the Constitution, I hope that's President Trump. I think he's going to run. I hope he's going to run, and I think he's going to win. Until then, you really can't change the leadership at the top like we need to. But the political nature of this, again, look at the broader context. This is the same FBI who went after the whole situation in Michigan, where they had all these informants and the governor's situation. I mean, and they went to court, and the court said, "What? This is crazy." The court went against where the prosecutor wanted to take the case. So, when you take it all in context, it is very concerning, particularly when it's happening in America, the greatest country ever, where we have a constitution and supposedly have equal treatment under the law. And that's your concern, my concern, and all your viewers and listeners' concern.
Congressman, you sent a letter to Christopher Wray. What comes next? As you pointed out, I know we don't have the presidency. We don't even have the House yet. But what do we have? What can you do with that? What happens next?
I can go on Jesse Kelly's show and talk about it. I mean, literally, that's what we're doing, because we get the finger from them every time we ask for documents, we ask for answers to question, and they tell us to go pound sand. So, I mean, that's typically what. But just by highlighting it, having the hearings that we can, when we got a witness today from the National Security Division at the Justice Department, we're trying to ask him tough questions and get some kind of response that's helpful to the country. You can talk about it, and then you have an election where we, the people of this great country, can then decide who they want in office to do the things that we need to do to help them and to get them the truth and the facts. So that's what we're doing now, asking the questions, doing all we can. But if we get the majority, then we can, like I say, we can use the appropriations process, I think, to actually get more information. And we have the subpoena power that you get when you're in the majority.